Gather round, folks, let me tell you about our friends Craig LeBlanc, where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show. Come along, now take a listen.
All you have to do is just start, and humble beginnings, and you don't have to have everything perfectly together. You'll figure it out on the journey, which is kind of what we've done. The amount of support and traction and momentum that we've built in just 100 episodes coming up is breathtaking, and they do it with a smile on their face, day in and day out. And shout out to anyone in park maintenance. We are building a show for you. I promise you it's coming. All right, we are live again with the Daily Parks and Rec Show. This is Craig LeBlanc, your host, airing from on time and from Nashville, Tennessee. I have a Bitcoin meetup that I'm attending today, but I'm also doing some Parks and Rec stuff. Had a great interview with Tasha and DJ with a great company that I really would like y'all to get to know more about. So I'll be bringing y'all a lot more information about them. And Outdoor Link is their company. But also tomorrow I will be in Jasper, Alabama. One of my old friends, Peter Cosmiano, he's been the director there for quite some time. Great park system in Alabama, just north of Birmingham. But I'll also be interviewing his assistant director, who is now also a council member, and a couple other people that he wants to interview. I'm also going to be taking a tour of their aquatics center, which we helped out, many years ago. So got a busy day tomorrow. Probably do about 4 or 5 interviews while I'm in town and do some kind of, live in-person camera footage so that I can get it to Chris. But first I wanted to just play one of the intro videos just so that people that are new to the show can learn a little bit more about us, where to find us, and kind of explain what it is that we're doing here at the Daily Parks and Rec Show. So here we go.
Welcome to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. As Craig LeBlanc from the Daily Parks and Recreation Show says, parks and recreation aren't just spaces, they're the soul of our communities. Across America, parks provide more than just a scenic escape. They're places where people connect, stay active, and create lasting memories. Parks promote physical health with trails, sports fields, and playgrounds while boosting mental well-being through the calming effects of nature. Recreation programs bring communities together, offering everything from fitness classes to cultural events. And as Craig often highlights, parks also play a key role in protecting the environment and driving local economies by attracting visitors and increasing property values. Whether it's a family picnic, a weekend hike, or simply enjoying the outdoors, parks and recreation are where life happens. Want to dive deeper into the stories behind America's parks? Tune in to the Daily Parks and Recreation Show with Craig LeBlanc for inspiring insights, tips, and updates about the spaces that bring us all together.
Okay. I don't know what, we had a glitch there, but anyway, I think we're back online. I'm airing from a YMCA here in Nashville, just to show that I'm taking y'all with me on the road wherever it is that I go. And I've really gotten better at my travel package when it comes to doing these in hotel rooms and on site. And it's really something I want to get good at as I tour the country and see a lot of Parks and Rec facilities in person, and maybe even starting to do a lot of these interviews when I can, actually on site, touring fields, touring facilities, community centers, stuff like that. So we're going to give it a shot on Jasper. Thank y'all for joining along with us as we kind of open the world up to the world of Parks and Recreation and starting to highlight these careers and tell these stories, which are, in my opinion, just the most untold, greatest stories out there, especially when it comes to a career in Parks and Rec. So I wanted to also play this media asset that Chris made us for if you are a high school or college kid and you have not yet consider, maybe haven't cemented what you're going to do with your life, what career path you're choosing, what degree, what college. I'd like to encourage you to consider Parks and Recreation as a career choice. You can go to any city in America has a Parks and Rec department, talk to the directors, assistant directors, anyone in programming, and maybe just ask them a little bit about why they do what they do. And maybe take a look at it. It's very fulfilling industry that you can give back to your community, that you can make a difference, leave a legacy, and really make an impact in the quality of lives of the people around you. So if you're like a person that likes to give to other people and serve the community, like you can literally do this for a living in Parks and Recreation. And it just does so much for the people that have committed their lives to it. And you can see that in the stories that they're telling here on the Daily Parks and Rec show. Ivan gave us a great interview on Monday, another great one that you can look at just to see how it's impacted his life, how he's grown as a leader. He's over there in right outside the Portland, Oregon metro area. So go ahead and watch that one if you want to get any kind of insight into the life that you would live if you were in Parks and Recreation. So anyway, let's go ahead and play Chris's on the career. So now if you are a Parks and Rec director or anyone that's in charge of onboarding high schoolers to come work, say summer camps or lifeguards or team sports or anything like that. And so many times this is the first job they've ever had, but this is also the time when they're considering what career they're going to pursue. So go into our YouTube channel, select the playlist that has career path. You can pick any of those videos, free to use. It's just, we made these for the communities for y'all to maybe plant some seeds among your staff, your part-time staffers that are of the age where they haven't quite made the decision of what they're going to do in life. And in this way, we can really help the industry get the best and brightest into an industry that they're not discovering later in life, but really pursuing it from the beginning, which I think is a little bit more appropriate. So let's go ahead and play this so that y'all can see an example of what I'm talking about.
Your career, your community, your legacy. Welcome to the Daily Parks and Recreation Show. Today, we're diving into one of the most rewarding and impactful career paths out there, Parks and Recreation. Are you unsure about your career path? Don't worry, we've all been there. But here's a thought. What if you could build a career that combines your love for the outdoors, creativity, and community impact? Did you know colleges like Indiana University, NC State, and Texas A&M offer Parks and Recreation degree programs? These courses prepare you for exciting careers, from urban park design to event planning and even environmental conservation. Careers in Parks and Recreation are as diverse as they are impactful. You could become a park manager, ensuring green spaces are accessible and beautiful, a recreation coordinator, organizing community events and sports leagues, an urban planner, designing parks that bring neighborhoods together, or even an environmental specialist, protecting natural resources for future generations. Parks and Recreation isn't just a career, it's a way to create lasting change. Whether it's through managing a local park or leading a conservation project, you're making a real difference. And here's the best part. Parks and Recreation is for everyone. Whether you love planning, designing, leading, or conserving, there's a role for you in this exciting field. Choosing Parks and Recreation means choosing a career full of purpose, passion, and possibilities. And you don't have to have all the answers right now. Just take that first step. Ready to get started? Explore programs at universities like Michigan State, Clemson, or the University of Utah. Discover the career that's waiting for you. Are you passionate about the outdoors? Curious about a career that makes a real impact? Or maybe you just love learning how parks and recreation bring communities together? Then it's time to subscribe and follow the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
All right, so I just did the calculations. It looks like our 100th episode for the Daily Parks and Rec Show is going to be on April 11th. So here's my master plan to have a big blowout party, virtual online party. I'm going to invite everybody that's ever come on the show. Please mark in your calendar. I'm going to be reaching out to everybody in the next couple of weeks, and I'm probably going to do maybe a 2 or 3 hour show on that Friday. I'll probably start it maybe at 11 to 1, do something like that. And I'd like everybody to just come by, say hello, see what they think about the show. What can we do better? What's going on in your park system? What do y'all have planned for the year? Just give me like 5-10 minutes, and we'll kind of just bring y'all in, and just kind of have a little 100th episode celebration for the Daily Parks and Rec Show. So I think that'll be something real fun, something to kind of celebrate the team and all the efforts and everything that people have contributed, all the directors, all the assistant directors. I can't believe we've done so much in just 100 episodes, but here we are. And so just a testament to all you have to do is just start, and humble beginnings. And you don't have to have everything perfectly together. You'll figure it out on the journey, which is kind of what we've done. And the amount of support and traction and momentum that we've built in just 100 episodes coming up is breathtaking. And I think it just speaks to the real need that the industry had for something like this, a media company that would just give a platform to an industry, that this industry had something to say. It had a message to deliver. It has a story to tell. And it really just took a few of us guys just saying, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do a daily show. Let's do it at the same time. Let's be consistent with it. Let's reach out to people and see if they would like to contribute and what they think about it. And oh my gosh, we have discovered something here that's really, it's an honor to be a part of. So thank y'all so much for all the support, for taking the time to come on stage and tell the world about how you feel about working in Parks and Rec, what got you in the Parks and Rec, a little bit about your childhood, and then all the stuff that y'all do within your community, from all the special events and all the finances and obstacles and grant writing and community services and adult, senior care and after school. I mean, you just name it. The list goes on and on. And the sheer volume of things that the opportunity to learn to be a leader in, or adapt and overcome these obstacles that are laid in front of you, as just a regular rhythm of what goes on in Parks and Rec. And they do it with a smile on their face, day in and day out, weekends, nights, you name it. You have got a very robust and passionate staff in your city, making your park system function, operate, keeping it beautiful. And shout out to anyone in park maintenance. We are building a show for you. I promise you it's coming. And it's going to be geared towards maintenance. I think these are some of the unsung heroes, the people that cut the grass, maintain the fields, stripe the field, paint the fields, clean the facilities, maintain the swimming pools, fix all the breaks that can happen in all these buildings and facilities. You can be shocked at the maintenance crews that are just running around in city pickup trucks, just fixing this and fixing that, and that didn't work, and why isn't it, and just nonstop. And then the leadership and the directors that are just growing in all leadership capacity, out of necessity to make these multi-million-dollar budgets on top of hundreds of millions of dollars in each city worth of property, real estate, facilities, It really is quite a beast that they maintain and do all this. And this is the world of Parks and Rec. And oddly enough, not a huge community. It's about 320, I think. It's the number I saw. 320,000 people nationwide work in some capacity for the Parks Departments of America, and maintained quite a list of real estate and real estate assets, facility portfolio. That's just amazing. They keep all this going. And on mostly a shoestring budget where they're still trying to, grasp for grant money and private money from the community and donations and inherited money where people will leave the city a nice, gorgeous piece of land for the city to turn to a park. And they keep all this chaos just moving right along. And many of these systems have been running for hundreds of years in our community. So it really is such a great deep dive to do. And I've learned so much just in the last 100 episodes, or soon to be 100 episodes, in doing this. So such a pleasure. Now, we do have a couple of ways that you can help support the channel. Of course, we are a group of content creators, social media managers, videographers. So if you have a park system and you need a little help managing your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, maybe even perhaps your LinkedIn or your website, this is kind of what we have to do for the Daily Parks and Rec Show. So we have all the skills, we have the staff, and we have, most importantly, the software, which is amazing how much software you need to manage your digital outreaches. And so you can start working with us. We start at like $3.99 a month for 10 hours to have somebody really professionally manage your stuff. And now it works well when you have someone on staff, can just be a part-timer that pairs with us so that they can kind of be the boots on the ground, capturing film, capturing the farmer's market, capturing the special event. Then they feed that into Here we go. I think we're back. Okay, so yeah, so if you'd like to work with us, we already have a few cities that we are helping out with this, getting quite good at teaming up with cities. It really is kind of a team effort. As I said, you do want someone that's able to help capture the heart, the images, the videos live at your sporting events, at your ribbon cutting ceremonies. And then you imagine having someone on your team from the Daily Parks and Rec Show that can receive all this stuff, package it, edit it, cut it, and then help distribute it. So that's the kind of partnerships that we're looking for. If this sounds like something for you, give us a call here on, or actually just hit me up in the DMs on LinkedIn, and we will put you all in touch with the right people on our team. All right, so I am going to, let's use Trixie. She was pretty good. All right.
Are you struggling to get the word out about your parks and recreation programs and events? You work hard to create activities that bring people together, but if no one knows about them, attendance stays low and engagement suffers. Traditional marketing methods aren't enough, and managing social media can be overwhelming. That's where we come in. Introducing the Daily Parks and Rec Show, your partner for professional promotional videos and social media management tailored for parks and recreation departments. With our help, you'll get high-quality content that connects with your community, increases participation, and builds lasting relationships. We'll showcase your events, highlight your parks, and make sure your message is seen and heard. By working with us, you'll amplify the impact of your programs and drive stronger community engagement. Let's work together to showcase the incredible work you're doing. Contact us today to get started.
All right, so shout out to all the cities that are working with us in this capacity. This is something I think we can really bring value to your Parks and Rec system, and it dovetails well with supporting the Daily Parks and Rec Show because we're not having to become something else. We're really just a media company for Parks and Recreation, and now we're helping cities to be have some type of media online presence in their community. So it's a really good fit. Wasn't quite sure how I was going to fund the Daily Parks and Rec Show, to be honest, when I started this. I just knew the need was there. I was semi-retired, and it's something I wanted to do to give back to this community. And as I started to, ask the question, any ideas, any funding ideas, what do y'all think? I'd like to grow this into a 20-man team that can have film crews that visit a lot of the state associations and a lot of the national events. And so the ideas just started flooding in, and this was one of them that just seemed to make a lot of sense. And it seems to be working out really well for everybody. So we're going to keep that thing going. And then lastly, of course, y'all know I used to manufacture LED lights for really heavy industry and the park systems included. So I took one of those lights rather than a whole book of lights that we used to manufacture, and it was the biggest seller we had for Parks and Recreation. It was a workhorse sports arena light that we would sell to maintenance departments when they have a decent lighting system. A lot of these were mounted on telephone poles because a lot of you park systems get telephone poles for free from a utility company because you'll have somewhat of a partnership with them. And so you just need a super high quality LED fixture that you can mount on top, and you include it in your maintenance budget. These are probably the most budget friendly, but we did not sacrifice at all on quality. So I am a lighting engineer and electrical engineer and master electrician by trade. So this is, comes back from my heritage. And so I brought this forward from my past to be able to help fund the Daily Parks and Rec Show. And so we've already had several cities. Actually, we've sold thousands of these over a decade. But just since I started the Daily Parks and Rec Show, we've been plowing all of that profit back into the Daily Parks and Rec Show so that we can get this thing going and build a great media company for this industry. So I'll go ahead and close out with a little promo for that. And I will see y'all here. Oh, I was supposed to interview TW, but he had some blizzard hit him today. Welcome to Parks and Rec. There's always some emergency catastrophe that ruins your schedule. But oddly enough, I have had an amazing percentage of people sticking to their calendar and attending the show. This is only like the second or third time that I've had some natural act of God take one of the guests away. So TW, if you're listening, I hope be safe. I hope the blizzard isn't too harsh on y'all. And he's already rescheduled, I think, for next week. So can't wait to have him on the show. And then let me just tell you who's coming on the show tomorrow. In addition to Peter Cosmiano and a couple of guests that he has with his city in Jasper, Alabama, I'll probably be doing about 3 or 4 interviews with them. Tomorrow I have Garrett James, and on Friday I have Brett Fonstrom, if I'm saying that right, Brett. I hope I am, but you will correct me on Friday. And so had a great week so far, and have a full week next week of interviews. And actually, I think the next week is also booked solid. So thank y'all so much for booking for the show. Don't forget, I'll be reaching out to y'all. We're going to have our 100th episode next April the 11th. Put it on your calendar. And please stop by the show. It's going to be at least a 2-hour show. I'll probably do a 3-hour show, maybe from 11 to 1 Eastern. And so stop by, say hello, give us a 5-10 minute update, and just help celebrate the 100th episode of the Daily Parks and Rec Show. I will see y'all here tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, along with probably 3 or 4 interviews at Peter, just scattered throughout the day randomly. So can't wait to do that. Love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. See y'all here tomorrow.
When you invest in our high-performance LED sports arena lights, you're not just upgrading your facilities, you're helping us illuminate the untold stories of parks and recreation communities. Every purchase directly supports the Daily Parks and Rec Show, a media platform on a mission to celebrate the heart and soul of our local parks and programs. From after-school activities to summer leagues, these spaces shape lives, and their stories deserve to be told. Why your support matters. Capturing community impact. Your contribution helps us assemble a talented team of digital artists, storytellers, and filmmakers to create compelling videos, articles, and short films that spotlight how Parks and Rec programs change lives. Sharing untold stories, from a child's first home run to lifelong friendships forged on the court, we'll document these priceless moments and share them with the world. Inspiring the next generation by highlighting the joy, inclusivity, and opportunities found in our parks, we foster a deeper appreciation for these vital community spaces. Light up arenas, brighten futures. Your choice to install LED sports arena lights isn't just a smart investment in energy efficiency and performance, it's an investment in stories that deserve to be told. Be part of the story. Take action today. Purchase LED sports arena lights and help us shine a spotlight on the heartwarming stories that define our parks and communities. Contact us now to learn more about our products and how your support fuels the Daily Parks and Rec show. Together, we'll shine a light on the moments that matter most.